Hey guys, and welcome to week 3 of our statistics project. Today we're going to be talking a bit about, well, the plan for the week, which happens to be presentation time. Let me just erase that. That was ugly. So we've already wrapped up all of our research last week. So you should have got your research, displayed your data, done some conclusions, some evaluation about how well the research went for you. Today you're going to put it all together. So you can choose from a written report, an oral report, that would be like a video, a PowerPoint, or a Prezi, Google Slides, whatever you want. Now, if you want to do something that is not one of these kind of main ones, like a video, song, something crazy, that's cool. I'd actually love that. It'd be super creative. Just let me know first what the plan is, and we can just talk kind of about the logistics of that first. I just want to make sure you're on the right track. So, quick reminder, though, that this isn't all you're doing for your presentation. That's the only thing you have to submit. All components also have to be handed in for full marks. So you're going to be sending me this document, and you're going to be sending me whatever your presentation is, where you've put together your final stuff. So things you're going to have to include in your final presentation, no matter how you do it, would be a title showing your purpose. So Pepsi versus Coke, that would be my purpose. What was the question? So my question was, does Pepsi sell more than Coke does in Canada? And my hypothesis, I think Coke sells more because most of my friends drink Coke. Reminder that your hypothesis needs to have two parts, right? What you think and why you think it. So I think Coke sells more. There's my hypothesis. And why? Because most of my friends drink it. So don't forget the why. It's important. A description of your population would be one thing you want to talk about. So I would say that would be all soft drink drinkers in Canada, because I'm looking specifically at Coke versus Pepsi sales in Canada. How was your data collected? So I would talk about how I was doing secondary data gathering. I was doing Google searches, and I was looking up multiple different sites to try to find information about Coke and Pepsi sales numbers in Canada. If you were actually running your own survey, then you talk about your sampling method. Was it random? Was it convenience? Did you do a stratified sample in some way? So what was your actual sampling method? Your display of the data, which means your graph. So you should have made a chart last week, and so you're going to get to insert that chart here so you can actually visually see what your data is. Sorry, these lines are getting distracting. So if you're doing an oral presentation, if you're discussing, like you're just recording a video talking about what you found, you're going to have to just email me your display of the data or attach it to this document when you send it to me. That would work too. Your conclusion in answer to the question. So this would be like, after reviewing all the data I found and all the evidence, it looks like Coke sold more, or Pepsi sold more, or they were tied. Whatever your conclusion was based on your information. This is going to be the kind of the big part of your presentation, a really important part, would be your evaluation. How well did your research go? Was it too broad? Was it too narrow? Do you think your answer is really accurate? Do you think your answer might be off? What bias is there? You don't have to have the right answer here. It's about knowing whether you have the right answer or not. Having an answer that's totally wrong, but telling me, no, I think it's pretty good, even though all my information I got was off Pinterest, probably not great. But if you can say, look, I got this answer, but a lot of my sources were dubious and maybe kind of sketchy, well, then you're doing a really good job there, and that's good. So evaluate your results. Did it work well? Did it not work well? And the last thing, the last part of your presentation will be a bibliography. That's where your sources were. If you're doing an oral presentation, you can just attach the page to this if you want and send it in. But let's talk for a minute about the bibliography. And I want it in MLA style. There's never different styles you can do bibliographies on. MLA is just a common one, so I'm going to ask you guys to use MLA style. So let's talk about how to do that, though, real quick. Go to Google, type in free MLA citation generator. First one is Scribr. Whatever it is. It works really well. It's developed for students and is really easy to use. So let's open this one up. There's a number of other ones that work, like EasyBib works, CiteThis4Me works, MyBib works. A lot of these, though, you'll only get one citation before you have to turn off an ad blocker and fiddle with a bunch of settings. Scribr should work all the time. So, we open it up. Create your first MLA citation. Well, that is the plan. What are we citing? Well, if you remember my research from last week, it was mostly websites. So I'm citing a website. What is the website? Well, marketrealist.com. So let's copy that. Paste it here. Make sure you get the entire URL, not just marketrealist.com, but the whole thing. Search. It'll look up the website and say, is this the one? Says, yeah, that looks like the website I was using. Click. And it autofills. Here's the title, here's the URL, here's the name of the people, this is when you accessed it, all this good stuff. So you hit cite, and there, it adds a little citation. What else did I look up? I looked up Fox Business. Copy it, paste it, search it, click it, scroll down. If you have extra information for some reason, like if you knew who published it for something, you could put it in. For the most part, I don't think that would be the case, but you never know. And now I've got 2 citations. Let's do my last one here. The CMS one there. Let's paste that one in there. Search it. Once it pops up, you're going to click it. It'll autofill all your stuff. Site source. What? What do you mean complete all fields? What am I missing? Oh, publication day. So I'd have to look at when was this published. A lot of times it says near the bottom. This one doesn't. Does it? So I might have to read a little bit here, see if I can figure it out. If the publication day is not known, well, I'm just, for this example, going to say it was published January 1st. Let's go 2019. 2020. Yeah, 2020. Let's make it current. Oh, actually, no, we don't have to do that. We don't have to lie. That would be bad. Don't lie in a bibliography. You have an unknown publication date. Couldn't find it. Cite source. Even better. There you go. So here's all your citations. You can either copy them one by one, or you can select all, copy them, and then just go to a Word document. Boom. There's my citations. So up the top, bibliography. They look real nice. There we go. Look how fancy and formal that looks. This is an MLA style bibliography, and it's good to go. So hopefully that kind of sums up what we're going to have to be doing this week. Summarize your research, put it into a presentation of some sort, make sure you've got a bibliography at the end, and send me both the entire document, which was, I lost it here somewhere. Wherever it was, send me that entire document with all your information on it, and send me your presentation. And that'll be it. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Send me a Hangouts message and we can chat about it. Otherwise, hopefully I'll hear from you guys soon.